Okay, good evening to all my students. Intrathayam, Intrathayam, yes. Class kan tananga admission kan naziranga. Question request oma. Itu kan enang oh problem hemi chapter a hian problem in each one in soizel donya. Question oh athan to exam nai to a kan du dalin kan kalchuan problem in nei mai the kan tia chu request in min request anga question bi kha in chok du bi kha chon in request aserin class kan la sel to. Oh le first question here. Question number 55 ka na now. Question number 55. Ang tanong nga lang oh. Explain to Rom to na kinakan explain sa lang. Question na. Okay, let's start. Question number 55. Ashok and Kishore were partners in a firm, sharing profits and losses in the ratio 3:2, respectively. All ratio. The following is the balance sheet of the firm as on 31st December 2013. Oh, 31st December 2013 balance sheet. This is the balance sheet. Liability side are creditors, bills payable, and capital balance. And yeah, cash, bank, debtors, provisions, stock, plant, buildings. Oh, they agreed to admit Vinod. Vinod aluta with effect from 1st Jan 2014 with 1/4 share in the profits on the following terms. Oh, 1/4 share and Vinod yan. Oh, Vinod will bring in capital to the extent of 1/4 of the capital of the new firm after all adjustments have been made. Adjustments zong kha kan pasanga chon kami nuwa 1/4 share kan pedona ni. Oh, Vinod hian aking lu don ni to capital. He adjustment capital adjustment type 2 anita. Adjustment of capital hian three types. First to taking new partners capital and share as base and yeah. Oh, John type 2 to taking old partners capital and share as base. Oh, type 3 to kasoy sri labang. Oh, le type 2 question anya hi. Oh, taking all partners capital as base. Sir, anything kan share type 2 aniti. Oh, hey. Hemi question ahian kan zong tur chu Vinod capital anya. Tro hey Vinod hian capital akeng lu dona ezange ti kan chela patro. Hey. Akeng lu don ringot an ti ni ezai akeng lu tang ti an chila patro. Ja chu type number 2 anita. Oh, taking all partners capital balance kan langa and share kan langa chon total capital of the firm kan zonga chumi nuwa new partners capital keng lu tu kha kan now. Oh, kan zonga into them taking all partners capital as base hi atopa kum topa balance cd anita hi all partners capital chu kum topa inge an account balance omti kananang kanen phatang oh balance cd kan zong phatang ai ni chu after all adjustments have been made the other question in after all adjustments have been made and capital balance ka kan zong nga chon and share kananga then we will find out the total capital of the firm then from there we will find out the capital of Vinod. Oh le buildings are to be appreciated by 6,000 and plant be depreciated by 3,000. The provision for debtors is to be raised to 3,000. Okay. The goodwill of the firm is valued at 30,000. Oh, can prepare to revaluation account, partners capital account, and the balance sheet of the new firm immediately after Vinod's admission. Oh, revaluation account kan siyam patang. Revaluation account. Question number 55 solution. Revaluation account. Revise le lokaw. Oh, revaluation account hi nominal account na niya. Nominal om chu temporary. Tro. Temporary account na niya. Oh, temporary ani chuan kum topa emo hemi account kan honna chan a purpose kha kan fulfill to chuan close nge ngai tro entry nge kan close thin kha revaluation a profit or loss kan nei kha partners capital account a kan transfer ang tro old partners capital account in which ratio in old ratio he hi in thret tawang atro chon revaluation account na kan entry kha adjustment of assets and liabilities omja chu increase or decrease of assets and liabilities kan entry ni tro revaluation account na le revaluation account is a nominal account ni chon rule ani ang atro what is the rule of nominal account rule chu debit all expenses or losses credit all income or gains expense le loss zo kha debit side kan da nga income le gains zo kha credit side kan da oh le revaluation account he exam as kher ngai lo oh debit all expenses or losses ti hi explain non kan da ngot thin ani he oh debit all income or gains incomes or gains le now question number 1 chulangai la patro building are to be appreciated by 6000 exact nge kan increase don appreciate je chu increase ani atro value apung don na exact nge pung don 6000 na pung don ani oh building chu asset ani asset value apun chuan business tan gain ani atro gain ani jon khoi kan dang credit side kan dang by building 6000 na punga he he adjustment a difference chu kan siak don ni tro revaluation account he chu in thret tonga le and plan be depreciated by 3000 exact nge kan tin hiam don plan thi 3000 in asset value an hiam chon business tan loss ani atro loss ani chuan debit side kan dang plan account he je kya ngala 3000 oh entertainment easy no problem next the provision for debtors is to be raised to 3000 provision for debtors kan tisang don ni kan increase anga exact nge kan increase ang to be raised to 3000 at yatro 3000 hi a new value to run yet 2 at each one the final amount oh buy at each one a difference kanya okay so provision chu tinge inge kha provision for debtors to future akan loss to khatro future akan loss to hi anja kan nei tu na 2000 ania hi provision tro 2000 ania hi future akan mulet lo mai the poisa min pe lo mai the kan te tro provision kan siama chon hemi provision hi kan ti sang 3000 akan da to don ni oh provision hi 3000 akan da to don ni kan future akan loss to 3000 kan te oh le revaluation account na inge kan entry kha adjustment difference tro inge all provision chu 2000 ania new provision hi 3000 tur ania tro up to atia 3000 ania le a difference so zange 1000 tro hi a difference ania 1000 hi loss ania tro achan chu provision for debtors hi kan future a paisa loss tur khania tro 2000 angin kan sia ka chuan revaluation a chuan 3000 in kan ti 3000 akan da to don ni tro new value of provision is 3000 so the difference is 1000 in a punga tro kan loss tur kha ani chuan ingen yang hi loss ani anga tro so this will go to revaluation account and hi new value in it will go to new balance sheet intra ti mem helai explain lenga yam ka soin non leng ma ole le sheet no problem doubt in choin soi ze long oh le han chia lo kila provision debtors paisa kan huthur hi 30000 ne tro hi provision sorry debtors amount ania debtors amount chu 30000 hi future a paisa kan huthur khan ya tro provision future akan loss me thei kan dia provision kan cma 2000 tro hi future akan loss me thei kan dia provision kan cma ni right so the question is saying the provision for debtors is to be raised to 3000 a new value to hi 3000 ne anula 3000 hi new value ania tro new value tur ania 3000 hi loss again kan book sa hi 2000 ania tro sang khatin kan increase le ni future akan loss tur hi sang khatin kan ti increase tro engen yang hi loss a increase on business tan chon loss ania nga in thiam 3000 hi new value ania ani chon new balance sheet a kan da nga 1000 a difference amount hi exact nge increase kan tia tro exact nge increase sang khatin increase a hi revaluation account a kan da loss again kan book ang in thiam in to provision for bad debts 1000 oh in next goodwill is to be goodwill of the firm hi chu ngai lo pa revaluation account na tro kan zo der revaluation chu le gain side hi tam zo ka tro ani chon gain kan ne nga tro to profit kan ne nga profit transferred to the all partners ke le ke kan ti me wa all ratio chu nge kha all ratio min pek chu 3:2 he 3:2 in kan semang oh en sang 6000 plus minus 4000 is 2000 tro 1200 le 800 1200 le 800 in tritium em he easy easy so nine name easy next nhìn không phải next to partners capital account partners capital account kan siam ang partners capital account partners capital account partner pathuman niya to 1 2 3 1 2 and 3 तुम्हें partners te a के ले v a के ले v a के ले v tro partners capital account hi account nge kha partners capital account is a liability account kan te tro liability ni chon credit balance ani anga so by balance bd zaihan balance sheet all balance sheet a balance ani chu 60 le 40 tro 60,000 le 40,000 vi in eng ma balance ani lo panga chan chu new partner an tro le chon partners capital account na in che tur chu partners capital account hi credit balance ani anga tro je chu kan partners capital balance hi a increase ani chon credit side akan danga oh increase ani chon credit side akan danga decrease an hiam ani chon debit side akan dang oh le next reserves reserves lova existing goodwill lova kani tro adjustment number 1 hi a hi Vinod will bring in capital to the extent of 1/4 of the capital of the new firm after all adjustments have been made hela hi in thiam ngai oh hi kan la khoi thei lo tin ani chu capital kan la zong thei lo achan chu question hian after all adjustments have been made atia hi min thil lo pon mo min thil lo ta se kan she tur chu adjustment siam ngai ni adjustment kan pas nuwa chau kan zong theng hi oh adjustment je chu helai hi kan helai adjustment zong hi kan treat phot angai chumin nuwa capital kan zong thei chau oh interesting em helai okay okay, first let's transfer the profit on revaluation by revaluation account. Is there a profit ka? Oh, next partner will bring in capital partner in cash checking lutang atro hi chukan ziak shrianga amount chukan calculate ang le next to inge kha the goodwill of the firm is valued at 30,000 hey after all adjustments have been made at throw goodwill adjustment pokan siam phat angai oh the goodwill of the firm was valued at 30,000 hey total goodwill of the firm ani throw kan shet chu partner thara lutanga partner thara lut piang in cash le sorry capital le goodwill ating lutanga throw capital le goodwill akeng lutanga oh capital chu a capital account akan transfer anga goodwill amount hi sacrificing partners capital account akan transfer in which ratio kan ti chuan in the sacrificing ratio right the basic rule chuan rule pakhat om le a porolok hi mute lo kan min ti boy tlat chuan concept pakhat om le a if the old ratio and the new ratio of the old partners are same oh it will be distributed in the old ratio hachuka explain to chewa tro le bro ko hi kan silent to kan min ti boy tlat ne le la hi kan thiam phatang soi non liang lai poi mo lu tu ka partner thara lut pe in kan chet chu capital le goodwill aking lu tang tro capital le goodwill aking lu tang capital hi his capital account akan transfer anga oh goodwill chu sacrificing partners capital account in which ratio in the sacrificing ratio oh he rule number 1 anya rule number 2 chu if old and new ratio of the old partners is same oh ani chon all ratio he rule pani ani ta hi kan chathiam ngai oh le now see in this question oh question hi chiar chiang tai la partner thar hian capital akeng lu dona te tro he will bring capital Vinod will bring in capital Vinod will bring in capital to the extent of 1/4 capital of the new firm hela hi kan che ta ngai oh 1/4 capital of the new firm after all adjustments have been made he chu kan che to tro capital keng lu tur chu 1/4 of the capital of the new firm total capital 1/4 keng lu tang tro ma se goodwill hi keng lu nge tur kan tia goodwill hi keng lu nge tur kan tia tro ma se adjustment hi kan share ta adjustment a hian eng ma goodwill a keng lu ti eng man soi la patro hey they agreed to admit Vinod with effect from 1st Jan 2014 with 1/4 share in the profits atia Vinod will bring in capital to the extent akeng lu tur chu capital chau ania oh koi as per the question goodwill akeng lu lo oh cash in akeng lu lo ka chu kan chiang to tro so goodwill apomo interest le tur chu he interest to em le ka shala all lectures in entry name previous lectures class in mistake hai enzel tur oh ni lo join buayang oh le kan chiat chu goodwill akeng lut nge tur kan te tro cash in akeng lut nge tur ani oh cash in akeng lut lo chuan ante kan tiang adjustment pani kan siam theini oh a capital adjustment kan tiang a capital atang goodwill amount tur kha kan la chuak nga chuan sacrificing partners capital account na kan dang oh adjustment second for this is the first adjustment second adjustment kan di the chu future akeng lut theyang future akeng lut ang ti adjustment kan siamang sorry assumption kan siamang oh future he will bring the amount of goodwill in the near future kan tiang oh future akeng lut mai the or akeng lut ang ti assumption kan siam theini oh hela hi ka choi non lang kala convince lo em partner thar in goodwill keng lut nge tur kan tia goodwill chu nge kha future profit he poi chiang de win ka explain to oh future profit oh goodwill he keng lut nge tur kan tia tro du tu sama chon cash in a keng lut nge tur ania cash in a keng lut nge tur kan tia tro ma se cash in a keng lut thei lo chon en te kan tiang oh adjustment kan siam thei ni cash in a keng lut lo chon adjustment kan siam thei chu cash in a keng lut lo chon adjustment kan siam ang oh adjustment a chon number 1 chu ingen yang reduce the new partners capital account omja chu a capital account atang goodwill amount tu kha kan la chuak nga sacrificing partners account kan dang tro second adjustment chu assumption kan siam theini assume that the partner will bring the amount of goodwill in the near future oh hey ni chon we will transfer the amount in his current account oh le he assumption kan siam theini future akeng lut mai thei kan tia achan chu mo a capital account atang lak chwa kha moi vak lo ni chu oh moi vak lo ni chu ani chon adjustment kan assumption kan siam theini if the question is silent assumption kan siam the ma se question in akeng lut thei lo akeng lut la bang ti chon capital atang kan la chwa nga partners sacrificing partners capital account kan da intratm em helai hi so inu na ngai em sorry khatle okay kan ka so inu ndang partner thara lu dona tro akeng lu tur chu capital le goodwill ania capital chu problem kan ni lo tro capital account kan transfer anga goodwill amount hi sacrificing partners capital account kan transfer ang tro ma se goodwill amount hi cash in akeng lut ngi tur ani oh cash in akeng lut ngi tur ma se cash in akeng lut thei lo chon en ting kan tiang oh sacrificing partners capital account na chon kan transfer thau chunga ya ma se cash in akeng lut lo patro en ting kan tiang capital tour apoy sa keng lu ta tang kan la chuak nga sacrificing partners account akan transfer ang. Oh, intratiemem. Capital adjustment kan siamang. But if the question says he will bring the amount of goodwill in future, oh, a capital balance kan titiem labang. Oh, a capital balance kan titiem labang a current account na akan transfer ang. Umja chu future a poisa keng lut ton ti as assumption kan siam don ani. Intratiemem. Intratiemem. Le. Okay. Le. So in this question, total goodwill of the firm min Petro goodwill of the firm is valued at 30,000. Hemi goodwill atang vis goodwill tour kan calculate ang goodwill of the firm chu 30,000 ani atro v in zanga keng lu tour 30,000 into a share hen zanga 1/4 ami 1/4 share tro 1/4 chu zanga nyang goodwill keng lu tour he 7,500 ania oh hey he tunge partner LK capital account akan transfer anga in the sacrificing ratio. Oh, sacrificing ratio in chutanga sacrificing ratio in chuchon 3:2 in huang. All ratio na inang regang. But concept kan thathiam ngai. Oh, sacrificing ratio akan transfer ang. Le. He hinita goodwill amount hi. Tero mase cash na keng lut laba. Oh, inge assumption kan siamang. A capital account atang mi kan la chuakang hemi amount hi. An soilok teu. 7,500 keng lut tur ania goodwill tur tro mase cash in a keng lut laba question in eng mamin thil laba cash in a keng lut lauti nani mai oh question in cheng de win min thilang brought the amount of capital and goodwill in cash oh or paid tite hint min peang mase eng man soi lo chon cash in a keng lut lauti na oh entertainment le tan kan ti thei chu a capital adjustment tro capital la tang kan la chuakang Poisa capital tour poisa keng lu ta tang khan 7,500 kan la chuak nga LK capital account akan transfer ang. Tro he adjustment number 1 ani thea. Number 2 chu assumption kan siamang. Assumption that he will bring the amount in the future. Ani chuan a capital tang kan la chuak lo meang. Oh, keng lu don thawa future a tro a capital adjustment kan siam lo meang achan chu amoi lo ta ka keng lu tanga tia tro future a poisa goodwill tu ka keng lu tanga tia ma se a kan ring lo che oh I keng lu la bang kan tia a capital atang kan la chuaka tro a fu che lo ni partner ania tro we have to trust the partners in mm oh if the question is giving us hint masemo there is one problem in this question student tam takan confused hina hemi line hemi answer hint himin pelo semo answer hint himin pelo se adjustment number 2 kapasang tahan. Oh, assume that he will bring the amount of goodwill in future. Oh, capital adjustment katilawang in this question. Athan chu capital khoi kha anom thi alo ni. Capital tu ro poisa keng lu tatro khami capital tang poisa la chwa kha moi chi alo ni chu. Oh, adjustment number 2 kan same thai tahan. Ma say in this question see Vinod brings 36,500 poisa keng lu chu en za 36,500 tro chon atopa capital balance chu 29,000 omje chu en ro omje chu 36,500 akeng lu don atro for capital he for capital turania chon heta tang hian 7,500 kan la chwak a capital la tang kan la chwak nga 36,500 minus 7,500 it makes 29,000 he atopa a capital balance tur chu 29,000 omje chu 36,500 capital tur poisa keng lu tatro hemi 36,500 atang 7,500 kan la chwaka sacrificing partners capital account akan transfer ani entertainment helai he entertainment oh if there was no if the question was silent hin min pelota se helai he oh hin min pelota se capital adjustment kan siamang ma se exam achon hin dan pe don chong lo chewa can final answer here adikrang it will be same the capital the balance sheet total will also be same if you make any adjustment number 2 capital adjustment in same the future akeng lu tang ti assumption in same the bokani oh there is no problem in the final answer if the question is silent any assumption can be taken intratiemem le a capital keng lu tur he kan la calculate la watro he chu atopa after all adjustment atia tro goodwill po he adjustment chi khatanita goodwill kan adjust photanga chuan we will find out the total capital of the firm oh le by ente kan tiang goodwill amount he a leke account akan transfer do na tro goodwill tour an account akan transfer anga. So by V's capital account. V's capital account na trang kan la chuak nga LK capital account akan transfer anga. Oh, 7,500 hi 3:2 in. Intra TMM 4500 le 3,000. Oh, le. Lahi intra TMM. Oh, dikan kan explain zo kang oh. Intra TMM lo tat lahi. Vin goodwill keng lu tur he 7,500 an yatro. Cash na keng lut laba account na trang kan la chuak to do na tro. Hey. V in capital tool poisa keng lu do na. Esa keng lu tang ti kan la calculate he lo. Achan chu question in calculate it after all adjustment atia. Oh, goodwill po adjustment chi khatanita. Goodwill adjustment kan siam patanga. Then after that we will find out the total capital. Oh, into them. Le. He V's capital account atang kan la chuak nga LK capital account na kan da don ni tro. Kan la chuak ani chuan en te yang V's capital balance an hiam do na tro. V's capital account atang 7,500 hi kan la chuak do na a capital balance ati hiam nga tro. Chuan 7,500 hi LK capital account na kan transfer ang 3:2 in tro. 4,500 and 3,000. Le. Account atang kan la chuak phatanga. Account na trang la chuak je chu a capital balance kan ti hiam do na tro. Capital balance kan ti hiam don chuan debit side kan da nga yanga tro. Intra TMM 2 A le A in case or goro asan pain kan zia kang. Oh, 4,500 le 3,000 kan la chuak do na tro he debit side kan da to ni. Achan chu kan la chuak don chuan a capital balance an hiam do na tro. Capital balance hiam ni chuan debit side kan da. He is capital account kan transfer phatang. Is capital account. Hey, V's capital account atang kan la chuak to ni chu 4,500 debit side kan ziak to tro a capital balance kan ti hiam to. Oh, then 3,000 hi case account akan transfer le oh to case capital account. Hey, goodwill tur hi V's capital account atang kan la chuak to tro kan debit to. Now what we will do is we will transfer to A and case capital account. Andong do na tro an capital balance apung do na ni pung don chuan credit side akan da nga yang tro by V's petu chu V anya. Oh, account na tang kanda tina. Oh, 4,500 and 3,000. Intra TMM helai poi molu tuk. Oh, intra TMM lo chon ka explain nun theinia. No issue. I have no issue. I have no issue. Oh, goodwill tur he 7,500 anya. A in 4,500 adonga, K in 3,000 adonga tro. Base cash in a king loot laba capital adjustment kan siam do na ni. Tro omje chu V account na tangkal la chuak nga LK account na kan da. Tro la chuak omje chu V's capital balance kan tin hiam don ni. Kan tin hiam don chuan debit side kan da nga ya tro. So 4,500 and 3,000 makes 7,500. Oh, kan la chuak to tro debit side kan da to. Then we will transfer to ANK's capital account hey. An capital account na kan credit to ni. Omje chu an capital balance kan ti sang to. Apung to ti khan. Oh, intra TMM. Intra TMM. Le. Done. After all adjustment, throw question in. After all adjustment, yes, we are done with all the adjustments. Throw. Now we can find out the capital of the firm. Oh, intra TMM. Easy. So now new page akan tiyo. Calculation of total capital of the new firm. Oh, or you can say calculation of V's capital taking ngen yang all partners capital as base. Tero achan chu V capital kan jong do na. We will find out the capital of V. So we will take all partners capital as base. Oh, taking all partners capital and capital le and share oh as base. Intra oh, calculation of total capital of the new firm, or you can say calculation of V's capital taking all partners capital and share as base. Le. an capital all partners capital kan zong phat ang to balance CD 60,000 plus 1200 plus 4500 will be 65700 65700 okay here 40,000 plus 800 plus 3,000 will make 43,800 hey and capital an yatro v chu kan laksha lava achan chu as a capital tool kan la chut lava tro now we will take this capital hai taking all partners capital as base and capital kan langa total capital kan zonga then we will find out the capital of v let's say let me use a new pen combined capital of a and k ngayon yang a is capital kan fel faide min kan sia ka k is capital zanga a capital 65700 65700 k chu 43800 so the combined capital is 109500 109500 109500 this is the combined capital of a and k throw uncapital le unshare kan na throw so now we will say combined share of a and k 1 minus new partner in the 1 by 4 throw total share of the firm is 1 the can share throw 1 share atang new partner in 1 by 4 to 1 3 by 4 hila bang throw so this will be the combined share of a and k this will be the combined share of a and k le uncapital kan ito uncombined share kan ito bokan throw so now we can find out the total capital of the new firm total capital of the new firm chu a k and v is capital and capital and total capital too achan chu tira partner pani chawan nya tro admission anya partner tharalu ta tro so we will find out the total capital of the new firm which means the capital of a k and v le 109500 into 4 by 3 kan tiang tro into 4 divided by 3 so the total capital of the firm will be the total capital of the new firm will be how much 1,46,000 this is the total capital of the all partners and this is the reciprocal of their share total kan jong do so we have to find out through reciprocal tikhan 1,46,000 kan this is the new capital of the firm which means that this is the capital of a k and v and I think he interested ma'am so now ma'am any doubt up to this point any doubt up to this point any doubt no doubt okay total capital of the new firm total capital of the new firm kan ito tro and we have the capital of a and k which is 1,09,500 so now we can easily find out the capital of v so from here we will find out v's capital 1,46,000 is the total capital a k le v capital ane tro hemi 1,46,000 atang a le k capital la chok taila we will find out the capital of v 36,500 hey 36,500 a capital 2 paisa keng lu tur chu 36,500 so this is c what the question said the question said they agreed to admit Vinod with effect from 1st January 2014 throw Vinod will bring in capital to the extent of 1/4 of the capital of the new firm after all adjustments have been made he can cross check 1/4 of the capital of new firm capital of the new firm is 1,46,000 so into 1/4 will be how much it will be 36,500 hey cash akeng lu tur chu 36,500 interest mem hela hi zona mem zona mem interest mem okay le cash akeng lu tur chu 36,500 hela hi kan the thiam liang hey cash king loot tro capital tour poisa king loot capital tour poisa king loot chu 36500 ania tro he capital tour king loot ta mase partner tharin kan set chu goodwill amount po king loot ngi tur ani tro a king loot lava a capital atang kan la chuaka ton sacrificing partners capital account akan transfer to ni tro le ton kum to pa enjang ya balance tour vis capital account balance tour chu 36500 aking loot tro capital tour mase goodwill amount kan la choka account atang ton atopa balance ani za chu 29000 interest em helai he interest em helai he inset em easy easy cash capital le current amo assumption ani mai doubt nei chu sir tinge capital le current man dan tur kan thiang ti doubt ne ya khachu question a zirin ania mo assumption kan siam te in this question po mo hemi question apo capital adjustment siam lovin kati thei bo kani current account akan transfer thei oh answer choi nang reng ang ma se the way we analyze is different ka soi chu atira question hen mo hemi hin thimin pelo se answer a hian hin min pelo se current account akan transfer de ang future akeng lu dang ti as a assumption ka siam de ang a capital balance tin hiam lovin mo exam a chon pe don lo chu answer hi tro kan thia hei chu exam a chon don lo ba hemi line hi. So in the exam, what you can do is you can write a note. And then current account in transfer and each one note in the account. Oh, as the question is silent, it is hereby assume that the amount will be brought by the new partner in the future. Oh, mase hint taum lo chon mo capital adjustment kan siam meang. Oh, account na tangkan la chok meang. Entertainment. You can do anything. And then page number page number page number 95 here. And then look there. Page number 95. Treatment of goodwill. Page number 95, treatment of goodwill. I had more. Goodwill does not exist in the books column. Uh, point number 3 here. Goodwill is not brought in cash. Oh, goodwill is not brought in cash. Entry here. New partners can debit swing new partners capital or current account. Draw. Capital account can debit here, current account can debit here. Bokani. Draw. So see point number 4. If new partner makes part payment of goodwill, okay, you'll be confused. Point number 3 cháu here đâu. Eng ma explanation low. Tro current when should we use current account? When should we use capital account? Ma feel free low ni. Tro so it depends on the situation. Entertainment. Situation as it in question as it in assumption account kan mang theni. Capital MO current account. Entertainment. Question as it in as a account kan mang. Chuan if you're not convinced, if you think your marks will be deducted, notes in ziak meow. Oh, note number 1. It is hereby assumed that the partner will not bring the amount of goodwill in future. So capital adjustment is done. Or it is hereby assumed that as the question is silent, the partner will bring the amount of goodwill in future. So current account is debited. Into the MM. Oh, so page number 96 and look next page number 96. Notes here and sinteo. Notes here. Oh. Point number 3 here. If new partner does not bring his share of goodwill, goodwill akeng lut lau chon cash in akeng lut lau chon, or makes part payment of goodwill cho athen akeng lau tro 10,000 akeng lut tur ania 10,000 a hian 5,000 akeng lut ta cash in 5,000 hi akeng lut lau so cash in chon kan thria premium angin kan da the tro premium to sacrificing partners capital account he hen te kan tiang so or makes part payment of goodwill, new partners capital or current account will be debited with his share of goodwill, and all partners capital will be created in the sacrificing ratio. Goodwill remaining unpaid by the new partner for his share will be debited to his capital account or current account and credited to all partners capital account in the sacrificing ratio. Entertainment. Achiang lau ni chu current le capital ante kan phang ti textbook kon min fil fialo tro achan chumo ashil fiat he ni lo. It depends on the situation, it depends on the question. Into the assumption in CM thing chu. Oh, then try he problem kan name. Problem kan name. Problem kan name. Kan nilo batro. Balance sheet. Balance sheet kan prepare le. Oh, new balance sheet easy lo to kecho. Balance sheet of A, K, and V. Oh, so balance sheet can see do new balance sheet. Throw. We don't have to see the question. Can enter to all balance sheet and the revaluation account. Oh, can copy paste. Put on here. Can copy paste. Put on. Oh, first fixed assets will come. Oh, always buildings, plant, stock, debtors, less provision, then bank, then cash. Oh, next capital will come first. Capital of A, K, and V. Then creditors, then bills, payables, then bills, payables. Oh, left. Building all value 44,000. Oh, 44,000. And yeah. Now let's see, is there any change in the revaluation account? Yes, 6,000 can increase at again and yeah can increase at. So 44 plus 6,000 will be 44 plus 6,000 will be 50,000. New value to 50,000 and yeah. They can interest question and let adjustment kind all balance sheet le revaluation account kanena then we will prepare the new balance sheet. Oh, left plant kanena plant all value to 33,000 throw. Now we will see the revaluation account. Plant here 3,000 in continue throw 3,000 in continue so it will be 30,000. 33 minus 3,000 so 30,000. Oh, interest they can exam about time safe. Adjustment in the right stock at stock is unchanged 15,000. Debtors now. Debtors the gross value is 30,000. Here you can see 30,000. Oh, revaluation account here entire. Provision for bad debts is sang khajin kan increase loss side ta kan da additional loss matro 2,000 sa 1,000 additional loss ani chuan 3,000 here kan new value of provision ani tro 3,000 ani chuan 27,000 bank chu kan ti chelo shema 28,000. Oh, bank here kan khui chelo shim. Oh, next cash here atopa. Oh, now let's see the capital account. Capital account po on capital account kanina nga kum to painge balance ti kanina balance CD kanina. Pero this will go to the new balance sheet. So 65,700, 43,800 le 29,000. Oh, 1,38,500. Le creditors here all value 30 le 20. Revaluation changes mem ti kanina. Creditors bills payable fa hai eng mom lo patro je kan thak lo tina 30 le 20. Oh, 30 le 20. Le 20. Total will be 1,88,500. Oh, cash account he can see him screen can see him cash account see my screen can see him easy throw accountancy to fit him all to go. Cash account can see him cash account. Cash is a asset. Asset will always have debit balance. The can share throw balance BD. So what is the opening balance of cash account? 2,000. Throw 2,000. Question kanin to na banga revaluation le partners capital account kanin nga cash account po kan CM the. Oh, le revaluation account na cash ti zong nila. Cash ti cash ti eng do patro. change lo tina le. Now come to partners capital account. Cash, yes, 36,500 patay na keng luto tro. New partner in 36,500 keng luta dang eng maum la patro. So 36,500 keng luta ni chon to vis capital account 36,500 adangum tolava. So we will find out the balance CD. 38,500. Oh, this will go to the new balance sheet 38,500. So this will be your answer 1,88,500. Oh, the can close house. Intratium. Zana amem. Ultra accountancy. Zona mem. In practice angai. Oh, in practice lau chon mo. Intratium la bang. Eng intratium ta bang ama se. Exam ain boyang. Practice lau chon. Jam lo. Engang po explain nila. Oh, God of accountancy pon explains unexplained pon intratium chong la bang. In practice lau chon. Oh, tembera boy thum tembera practice angai. Nyam chon in boyang. Okay. Done. Now next question. Let's see the next question. Hey, question number 66 kana now. Oh, question number 66. Question number 66 kana now. Oh, question number 66. Charu and Harsha were partners in a firm, sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2 all ratio. In 1/4/2014, their balance sheet was as follows. Hey, balance sheet mean pek chunya tro. Creditors, General Reserve, Workmen Compensation Fund, Investment Fluctuation Fund, Provision for Bad Debts, and Capital. Oh, helai Kantrathiam Turchu, Workmen Compensation Fund le Investment Fluctuation Fund. Oh, he nge ti Kantrathiam mga. Chon helai Kanfim Khur Turchu, hey, provision he liability side anda. Oh, provision he mo present dan pa hi thea. Balance sheet a debtor strong kan minus thea tro. Or, tikan minus lawin, liability side akan da thei bukani. Oh, okay, so no issue. You have to be careful. Just is that. Oh, cash, debtors, investment, plant, and then in building. Adjustment hits here, Taila. On the above date, Vaishali was admitted for 1/4 share in the profits of the firm on the following terms. Vaishali will bring rupees 20,000 for her capital and 4,000 for her share of goodwill premium. Oh, hey, capital le goodwill akeng lutatro will bring atya aching toni cash in and keng luti aching to. Oh, cash in akeng luti aching toni. Okay. Next, all debtors were considered good. All debtors were considered good. Omjacho engen yang. All debtors were considered good. Omjacho bad debts eng ma umlautina. Oh, bad debts eng ma umlautina helahi confirm kuranga. All debtors were considered goods. Good. Omjacho kan balance sheet a debtors hian zange 15,000 man kan nei ta tro future a poisa kan dong tur chu 15,000 ne nia. 15,000 a hian provision for bad debts kan siam tro 2,000. Oh, he loss angin kan zia ka tro loss angin kan buka omje chu future a 2000 30,000 na tang sorry 15,000 na tang 2,000 hi kan hulo mai thei kan tia provision kan siamani tro loss kan siamani ma se adjustment a min thil chu all debtors were considered good omje chu future a po eng ma loss kan nei lawang tina oh all debtors were considered good omje chu future a eng ma loss kan nei lo tina chon provision loss kan book to sa hin teng kan tiang he kan remove to ang book sa tang omja chu loss angin kan book ka tro kan loss mai the kan tia assumption kan siam loss angin kan book ka ma se question in information min pek chu there will be no future loss omja chu he gain angin kan book le ngai don ani oh loss angin kan book sa kha gain angin kan ziak to ang achan chu loss angin kan book khan kan profit kan ti niam to tro profit and loss account kan transfer to profit and loss account kan siam thina tro debit all expenses or losses, credit all incomes or gains. Oh, hemi provision sang ni hi debit side akan danga tro. Then we will book it as loss. Tro hemi 2,000 bang hian kan net profit sang ni an hiam do na tro. So sang hin kan ti hiam mga loss side loss angin kan book chuan. But the question says all the debtors are considered good omje chu there will be no future loss so loss angin kan book to sia kan profit kan ti hiam to sia he kan adjustment kan siam le ngai don he kan siam di ka ngai nga tro gain angin kan book to ang he oh P&L account can CM lova, P&L adjustment account. So revaluation account. Revaluation account is also called as P&L adjustment account. So this loss which we earlier booked, oh, hey gain angin kan dalet to. Oh, gain angin kan book le ang hey. Entertainment hela loss again kan book atro 2000 hi kan loss mai thei kan tia profit and loss account kan transfer ma se future kan thleng to future chon kan loss to lo ni hi kan loss lo kan tia oh gain angin kan book leang ja chu revaluation account kan dang oh gain side kan dang le workman compensation fund le investment fluctuation fund hi na kina partners capital account ka explain ang che oh le the market value of investment was 15000 there was a liability of okay. So wait, let's first explain this, then we'll move forward. Oh, workman compensation fund here I can explain. You come to page number 122. Page number 122. Hey, you can see look treatment of workman compensation fund. Oh, left. Workers working in a factory can anytime meet accident and become the victim of injury. Factory na thokte. Tro accident the anti. Anim thei tro accident thea a shet lo ni. Engpot theng thei future kan shet lo tro accident thea victim of injury an nei thei bokani tro accident chon injury an nei thea. Okay, any part of the body may be damaged. Oh, an kut atlek thea tro an ke atlek thei bokani. An head inge an lu inge an tawanga tro hoi mani an tawanga injury thea tro. So under these circumstances, the firm is required to pay compensation according to the provision of Workmen Compensation Act. Oh, factory an thokline engemoni injury engemoni accident wanga injury omchon factory an ei tu ten compensation an pe kangai ni. Oh, damdoina poisa an sen zong kha an compensate angai don ni as per provisions of Workmen Compensation Act. Oh, and then future accident the and then theta se future accident ta se business in and workers then accident injury wang khan damdoina poisa an seng zo kha business in an pele tang oh compensate ni ngai don ni. Okay, future is uncertain aching lo ni future chutro aching lo ta misfortunes and mishappenings may erupt at any time. Misfortunes le mishappenings it can happen anytime. So the firm must create fund or reserves to meet this situation. Don't worry. Okay. Generally, firms create workmen compensation fund. At the time of change in profit sharing ratio or admission of the partner, reassessment or working compensation is made. Actual claim for working compensation may be more or lesser or equal to the workmen compensation fund mentioned in the books of the accounts. And necessary journal entries passed. Then okay. Oh, what is this workmen compensation fund? Okay, so workmen compensation fund. Hey, nge di kan tong. Oh, and then year 1 profit kan CM to 100 ni ta se. Oh, profit kan CM hi 100 ni ta se. Business in hemi 100 hi mo. Partners an sem pek labang. Oh, an chenang hi 100 hi. Enting an chenang. A chen hi general reserve and transfer. Intinan somni hi general reserve and transfer ti taila. Oh, kasi chutro 100 an neya profit. An sempek chon a digdon lo ni. Future a poisa mo am chon khuitang nge poisa kan neyang. Tro an sempek ngai lo. Oh, in chet tur chu. Le 100 atang 20 hi an da chato. Tro general reserve future a poisa mo am chon hemi general reserve atang kan mang me don ni. Oh, next anti thei tur chu 100 atang attend workmen compensation fund an da thei ni. Oh, and dinan rupees 15 ti taila. Oh, rupees 15 ti taila. Attend rupees 15 hi workmen compensation fund an da lut. Omje chu profit an neya 100 atang 15 hi workmen compensation fund an da ni an da thani. Future engmoni injury loss injury mo accident ta se workers te hi compensate angai ta se hemi fund atang kan pethung. Oh, entertainment chon anti thele chu investment fluctuation fund an da le thei bokani antina rupees 10 ti taila he investment fluctuation fund ina kina connect pena 10 le balance zange 100 ahian 55 rupees he divisible profit he partners an sem chawang intratmem tikhan an then theini an profit hi kum khata 100 rupees profit an earn tro 100 hi an sem vek lawang partners an sem vek lawang anti thei tur chu general reserve a profit an dat phanga rupees 20 workman compensation fund a rupees 15 an dang future a pe ka ngai ta se accident emo injury om ta se paisa pe ka ngai do na tro khoi changian peng paisa ni lo chun khoi changian peng chu profit atang an da tha don ni entertainment an khol char charang profit atang 15 an da so investment fluctuation fund an transfer bokani chon atopa balance 55 rupees bang hi partners an semang entertainment helai hi entertainment helai hi le workman compensation fund chau hi kan na tu na shi chon helai chau hi kan explain general reserve to interest to tro le workman compensation fund profit atang kan da tha chu enjange rupees 15 tro sompanga profit atang kan da tha entinan future hey kan chet le phot tu chu hey mi rupees 15 kan transfer hi khoi change kan transfer profit atang helai hi in chiangem helai hi in chiangem khoi change kan da tha hi profit atang tro 15 rupees kan da tha hi profit atang ania profit ultimately belongs to the partners tro profit ultimately belongs to the partners le workman compensation fund po hi hunni akan than theini omja chu poisa kan da tha hi rupees 15 ania tro dinan accident om toni accident atheng to factory chon injury a compensate kan compensate tur hi dinan rupees 10 ti taila poisa kan dar that kha 15 rupees ania tro ma se accident oma accident a workers 10 compensation and deal chu rupees 10 ania rupees so mania 15 na tang cheng som hi min dila compensate turin balance la banga tro enjang balance lo rupees 5 balance oma tro le hey chu workers a kan semangai do na tro hey kan liability ania towards the workers kan pek ngai he tro 15 rupees kan da thata trong 10 rupees hi workers 10 compensation and deal to kan pek ngai liability ani to balance rupees 5 hen te kan tiang chenga kan ala bang hi te kan tiang he partners akan semang he old partners akan semang in the old ratio entertainment helai hi 15 kan da thati khoi change kan ti kha profit atang tro profit ultimately belongs to the partners kan tia chon kan da thatna chan he future inge money compensation pay kangai ta se khoi change kan peng a fund da tang workman compensation fund da tang compensation chu kan pe don ani entertainment le chon paisa min deal chu rupees 10 ania worker 10 paisa compensate tur min deal hi rupees 10 ania cheng som min deal atro som panga tang cheng som hi workers akan workers liability tur ania balance chenga kan la nei hi te kan tiang ala banga tro 15 atang 10 kan pe chhuak nga yanga 5 rupees ala banga tro he en te kan tiang afan da kan la da don mi afan da kan la da don mi kan chet le tur chu rupees 15 kan dar thathi profit atang ania profit belongs to the old partners tro new partner alu dona business a new partner alu dona tro profit omsa kan sem lo chon new partner sa po na kina kan semangai doni new partner po na nei doni hemi tang hian share tro affair lo old partners tan affair lo kan tia tro profit atang kan dar thata ni chon tu ta tu nge profit kan na old partners te share turania new partner la lut lo shem business a tro old partners te share turania rupees 5 ala banga tro funds a ente kan tiang he all partners akan semang in the old profit sharing ratio okay so this will go to the partners capital account entertainment feel feeling okay le question hin chelok taila question hin chelok taila fund na paisa kan nei chu 9000 ania workman compensation fund paisa kan da thathi 9000 ania profit atang paisa kan da thathi 9000 tro le point number d hi an share te point number d there was a liability of 6000 for workman compensation hey paisa min deal chu workers 10 paisa min deal chu 6000 ani workman compensation fund a paisa kan nei chu 9000 ania he hnia kan thenang rupees 6000 workers 10 min deal atro he kan liability turania there was a liability at atro he 9000 rang 6000 he liability towards workers he kan balance sheet akan transfer angai liability in kan book tong entertainment balance alone he 3000 he ente kan tiang ala bang atro he all partners capital account akan transfer tong in the old ratio achan chu 9000 kan da that he profit atangania oh new partner lut ma profit atang da chuak khania la chuak khania entertainment liability het atang 9000 atang 6000 liability oma 3000 la bang atro he kan sem nge ngai oh achan chu new partner lut to dona tro kan sem lo chon future new partners po kan pek ngai don ni oh all partners tan affair lawang achan chu an profit share atang lak chuania entertainment in man thiamem okay very good le om je chu eng ma revaluation account na da turum lo tro revaluation account na da turum lo new liability increase hey moiti revaluation account akan da ang iti ai kan chi them ngai oh ngoro lo ko he kan explain le lo ko workman compensation fund hi khoyang revaluation account akan da lo bang tinge kan ti chon kan explain oh le workman compensation fund hi liability side akan da tro he liability side a ma tro balance sheet om je chu hemi account hen eng balance ke yang credit balance ane yang tro liabilities will always have credit balance le account hi kan close to ngai workman compensation fund account hi kan close ngai workman compensation fund a hian en zange paisa 9000 credit balance o matro je chu kan close ngai to ni hei account hi partner thar lu dona profit atang da thatania kan close ngai credit balance ani tro kan close du chuan teng kan tiang workman compensation fund account hi kan debit anga anga tro then only it will be closed debit with how much 9000 kan debit anga so credit side 9000 om sa tro credit side 9000 om sa debit side 9000 kan da che hian balance en jange zero aniam debit is equal to credit to tro balance ek ma to laba balance zero ani to tro balance to laba account a close to tina bale debit side 9000 kan da nga tro so let's debit workman compensation fund account 9000 kan debit anga hemi 9000 he bunni akan thendo na tro 2 entiang kan tiang liability towards workers time engpo kan ti the 6000 he liability thar kan siam to ni 9000 atang 6000 kan da tha tro liability tour liability kan siam to ni entertainment credit akan da to liability thar ani to next nge kan tiang 2 balance alom hi tunge partner lui all partners so C la H 2 C's capital account 2 H capital account 3000 he all ratio 3:2 in kan semo 1800 le 1200 hey revaluation account man na turam lo shim entertainment hey entry to chunia this will go to the balance sheet new balance sheet and this will go to the partners capital account credit side John workman compensation account kan close to dikan entertainment revaluation account kan mangla pang achan chu revaluation account is what is a profit and loss adjustment account tro profit kan khoi du lo bangania profit atang paisa kan da that future apek turam ta se khoi tang kan peang hemi account na tang kan peang revaluation account entertainment revaluation account is also called as profit and loss adjustment account tro profit and loss account kan khoi du lo bangania profit atang paisa kan da that entertainment in man thiamem future pek turam ta se khoi tang kan peang fund da tang kan peang profit and loss account kan khoi to la bang hemi fund kan da that tang kan peang entertainment revaluation account khoi tur lo shim okay next investment fluctuation fund hi kan chithiam le investment fluctuation fund hi kan share lo kang investment fluctuation fund or reserve investment om je entry investment om je entry investment om je entry ta kang atro okay le hi kan share investment made are always subject to risk aniam stock market a paisa kan da thina tro risks atelem market crash am chon kan paisa kan loss ani mai tro bank a paisa kan da po hi alim lo ni risk ka tro bank ka fraud ta se kan paisa jong kha fraud tam ta to tro PNB bank ka Punjab National Bank ka te Yes Bank ka te tro fraud kan thre to nga news kan share chinem le news kan share chinem phone hi kan phang tang kai tu ro games khen lan regot ni lo insta phang nan regot ni lo phone hi phang tang kai tu news te po hi kan en tu rani le bank ka paisa kan da po hi alhim lo ni sarkar bank po ni se private bank po ni se tro chu paisa kan da bank ka paisa kan da na chan hi nge interest kan du bang ania tro investment ani thoni tro kan paisa kan tipung du bang ania bank ka paisa kan da na chan investment ani thawa risk how many investment a chon tro le its value may increase or decrease increase the ya decrease the bokani tro prodom chon market crash chon decrease anga engmam lo chon interest nen kan account balance kha pung zel long tro there is always uncertainty siang lo ni tro future is uncertain. It is therefore necessary that investment fluctuation fund may be created. Hemi risk om wang hian investment fluctuation fund siam anga ina chan na omani out of koitang kan siam ang hi profit intratem profit atang general reserve akan da thatea workman compensation fund akan da thea investment fluctuation fund a paisa kan da the bokani a bang jong chu partner cha kan semang entertainment so that any loss due to decrease in the value of investment may be met out of investment fluctuation fund and dinan investment kan nei hi a value hiam ta se a loss kan nei hi khoi change kan achasang hemi investment fluctuation fund na tang kan achasang profit and loss account kan khoi to la bang entertainment le in kaila investment fluctuation fund na paisa kan nei chu en jange 9000 sorry 11000 tro profit atang paisa kan da thathe 11000 ania 11000 ania le hela hi kan analyze le lo investment koi mole to ko hi investment fluctuation fund 11000 kan nei tro le investment book value hi en jange kan book value hi 20000 ania tro investment old value kan ti me old value chu en jange 20000 account na balance kan nei chu investment fluctuation fund account na balance kan nei chu 11 ania 11000 chuan kan investment kan book value hi 20000 tro le adjustment number C hi and nula adjustment number C hi the market value of investment was 15000 kan book value hen jang investment kha 20000 tro fund ni lowin a investment a value kha 20000 tro mase market value tuna market a kanen chona value hen jang 15000 de ni a value an him de ni tro investment new value hi en jang 15000 an him de to ni hei 5000 loss kan nei 5000 loss kan nei tro kan investment chu kan asset ania asset value an him chon loss ti na nia tro and dinan investment fluctuation fund hi lo ta se investment fluctuation fund hi lo ta se afana paisa da chat lo ta se te kan tiang hemi 5000 loss kan nei hi revaluation account kan transfer ngai do na tro loss ania debit side kan transfer ngai journal entry in thetim taila investment value an hiam do na tro kan credit anga to investment account enzat nge 5000 tro kan debit tur chu revaluation account ania because the rule of revaluation account is debit all expenses or losses loss ania tro debit side ta kan da ngai the other name of revaluation is profit and loss adjustment account debit side ta kan da tro loss ania into them kan entry kan pa sanga anga mase in this question we have investment fluctuation fund investment fluctuation fund kan nei ni investment fluctuation fund fund na paisa kan nei chu 11000 ania kan thret le tu chu hemi fund paisa kan da that na chan hi nge kan ti chuan future a loss om ta se profit and loss account khoi buai lovin hemi account ta tang loss chu kan write off meang intradiamem kan adjust meang future a loss om chon intradiamem le ezang loss adjust tur kan nei hi hi kan thendo na ni 5000 hi loss kan adjust anga tro chon a balance 6000 lo hi partner sa kan transfer to all partners capital account in the old ratio. Into TMM. Into TMM. Le. Journal entry to inting kan tiang. Investment fluctuation fund he credit balance na tro kan close ang ito kan debit ang ito ang tro investment fluctuation fund account debited. Isa ninga kan debit ang 11,000 to investment kan tiang 5,000 kan loss hi investment a value write off nan kan mga 5,000 loss kan nei hi. Oh, chona balance ka C le H capital account akan transfer ang 3:2. Oh, into TMM 3,600 le 2,400. Into TMM investment value kan tinham to hai credit side akan da to tro investment will always have debit balance. If the value comes down, we will credit. Tro kan credit to 5,000 in. Oh, to revaluation account kan khoi lo shim. Into TMM fund the trong kan adjust may. Easy. Easy. Into TMM helai. Okay. Next yeah. General reserve to kan share tro all partners akan se mga. Anything else? No. They can analyze tro. Revaluation le partners capital account kan CMO. Question number 66. Question number 66 solution. Revaluation account akan transfer thei chu inge. Kanang assets liabilities kan yatro. He chungai loba debtors were good. He can explain now. Market value investment nina takachon investment value ni mi kan da nga mase asan pain fund kan maintain atro fund trang kan alosa chu kan adjust me revaluation akan da lo tro liability thar po hi a fund trang kan adjust me oh revaluation akan da lo kan da thei tur chu inge provision hi oh provision future akan loss tur kan ti atro 2000 kan loss le don laba he kan gain ani to oh le by gain ani chon credit side akan da nga tro provision for bad that's 2000 2000 ah easy profit transferred C le H oh 2000 here 3:2 in and semang 1200 le 800 easy online in class in kaldulo chon offline pon class kan pechin oh share trengula offline pon in kal thaini okay so this is your revaluation account in chiangam so now mem sir here revaluation what oh revaluation asyan inge ganda thin kha adjustment of assets and liabilities asset le liability a dang lam na chon revaluation account na kan da thin atro question hi chia taila adjustment hi chia taila adjustment hi chia taila hey chu partners capital account information ania all letters were considered good at atro kan balance sheet a paisa bhutur en jai kan nei de tar sa tong 15,000 ania tro chon provision angin future loss kan book chu sang ni ania hai future kan loss ang kan tia future loss tu kan book atro provision for bad debts all debtors are considered good atia all debtors are considered good omje chu 15,000 atong oro tikhan kan explain now umse thiam lo ni kha debtors so presentation bang hen in boy oh less provision kan ti chu 2000 ania oh tikhan kan jiak thei bokatro CBSE question ania te na tricky thei oh helai hi omlo ta se tikhan omang balance sheet a oh debtors so tong 2000 kan minus anga hi 13,000 ania oh he andu su in boy ani chan oh helai chaw he andu le tikhan kan ti theatro paisa kan mutur chu 15,000 ania ma se kan loss me the kan tia kan book atro loss angin chon net amount kan mutur chu 13,000 ania paisa kan mutur ni jange 13,000 tro achan chu future kan loss me the kan tia provision kan siama loss kan siama tro future kan loss tu ka kan book khala all debtors are considered good at the question omje chu all debtors chu jange 15,000 he good it's all good no bad eng ma bet tu rom lo all good oh om je chu 15,000 he future a paisa kan dong oh 2,000 kan book loss angin kan book he future kan loss to don lo oh gain angin kan da to achan chu loss angin kan book to tro profit and loss account na kan transfer to ni hi debit side ta loss angin kan book to kan loss to don lova kan gain tu na future a hi sorry loss angin kan book kha kan loss to don si lova oh gain angin kan ta to kan gain angin kan ziak ngai ngai ni achan chu loss angin kan book hian kan profit kan ti hiam to a interest hiam oh le next tool, there is a investment to asan pa investment fluctuation fund can maintain a tro. Hey, maintain low tayo revaluation account na loss 5,000 to can transfer nga. Tro. There was a liability of 6,000. Hey po he workman compensation fund he maintain low tayo la 6,000 he liability thar tulo niya tro. Revaluation account left new balance sheet can transfer tulo niya. Mase asan pa funds can manage tro. Revaluation account kan khoi boy to la bang. Insa TMM to transfer to chu only the provision. Oh, can transfer thei to chu only the provision. He chau he kan nei chu. Oh, insa TMM tikhan. Inset TMM. Inset TMM. Yes sir. Ole. Partners capital account. Nge loot. Visually a loot tro. One, two, three. One, two, three. Charu HNV, CHNV. Partners capital account will always have credit balance, buy balance, BD, and Zion balance. Le. Capital account na balance umsa he 30 le 20. 30 le 20 tro. Partner tharin capital le premium akeng lut dona. He sacrificing ratio at kan transfer ang oh. Calculate tao da 3:2 in mo. Zion capital 20,000 anya 4,000 he goodwill oh. 20,000 4,000 he 2400 le 1600. Tro. Next inge kan nei. Reserves. General reserve he can transfer ang oh 4,000. General reserve to old ratio 3:2 in. Tro. Next compensation fund here 9,000 atang as I liability to kan nei kha 6,000 tro liability to kan nei chu 6,000 anya 9,000 atang 6,000 liability akan bang chon 3,000 la bang tro by workman compensation fund 3,000 he 3:2 akan semang oh 1800 le 1200 by investment fluctuation fund le investment fluctuation fund na paisa kan da chat kha 11,000 na tro 11,000 atang ezang loss kha 20,000 ania book value tro 15,000 atlan hiama 5,000 kan mang to ni tro 6,000 ala banga 6,000 hi all partners are all ratio in kan transfer ang oh 3600 le 2400 adang omem general reserve kan transfer to he kan transfer to boka chuan he kan ti to boka tro kan revaluation profit hi kan transfer lo ni by RV account katima mo zang revaluation profit 1200 le 1800 tro 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 le ada ko mem transfer to la mem okay capital accounts of Charu and Hers are to be adjusted on the basis of Visalis capital by opening current account. This is capital adjustment question tro oh invo vane ve prepare evaluation account and partners capital account only balance sheet on pela tingi unpack lo na chanin frame because of this only because of this in thiam la wang ti wang niang le point number E Capital account of Charu and Harsha are to be adjusted on the basis of Vaishali's capital by opening current account. Vaishali chutunge new partner. Throw new partner capital base. Sorry, capital base. New partner capital share base akan lang. Total capital kan zonga. Then from there we will find out the capital of Charu and Harsha. The adjusted capital. Oh, the adjusted capital of Charu and Harsha. Any difference will be transferred to current account. Cash in can adjust lobang. Oh, in this question. Current account akan transfer. Jajo, poisa pek turam chuan future akan piang. Poisa lalu turam chuan future akan lalu tau. Interesting. Easy. And look. Taking whose capital? Vaishali's capital as base. Oh. Calculation of total capital of the firm. Taking V's capital and share as base. Oh, le. V's capital hi enzang capital ageng lu thi 20,000 tro. V share enzang share le 1/4. Total capital to 20,000 into 4 to 80,000 tro. Chon C le H 80,000 atang V capital hi minus taila 60,000 abang atro hi C le H akan transfer ang in the new PSR. Oh, new capital ani atro new PSR akan transfer ang. Instead turcho all the nichuan all capital. Oh, new one nichuan new capital. Sorry. All the nichuan all ratio, new one nichuan new ratio. Oh, le. Calculation of he chungai lo ta 3:2 any don't thau. Oh, mase I want to show you something. Oh, calculation of new PSR. Le. Tiang. Total share of the firm is 1. Tero, let the total share of the firm be 1. Kantianga. Tero, chuan V share hi enzang 1 atang V in 1/4 ala to chuan enzang labang remaining share of C and H to 1 minus 1/4. 1 atang V in 1/4 ala to chuan 3/4 abang. Tero, so Charu's new share 3:2 to all ratio ani tero ngian all ratio 3:2. Charu's new share 3/4 hi hemi ratio akan sem thung. Oh, 3/5. 9/20. Harshita new share 3/4 into 2/5. Then what is V's new share? 1/4. Oh, C is to H is to V2. 9/20 is to 6/20 is to 1/4. Oh, hey, kan chok nga 9 is to 6 is to 5. 9 is to 6 is to 5. This is the new PSR. New PSR is 9 is to 6 is to 5. Oh, all kan new kan sacrificing point zong du chuan in zong theng hal. Oh, 9 is to 6 is to 5. Tro. 9 is to 6 is to 5. This is the new share of Charu, Harshita and Varsha. Oh, mase 60,000 kan hi it belongs to C and H. Tro, ani chuan C and H ratio check kan lang. Oh, C and H ratio is 9 is to 6. Hi tok tai la 3 kan divide thia tro 3 is to 2. Hey. All ratio nen ai nang reng. Oh, in by had duchuan all ratio as a mero. Mase concept in chethiam duchuan new capital ani chuan new ratio akan transfer ang. New capital ani chuan new ratio akan transfer. Senten cricket endon lo mi India versus South Africa World Cup final ania. Endon lo mi minti. Inge poi mozok. kan na hi apoi mo jok tro kan nang ma se not by sacrificing my work tro chon ang ni po don't waste your time. Oh, first priority is studies. Student in Nichon, first priority should be your studies. I'm teacher, my first priority is teaching. Now the World Cup is starting in 15 minutes. Oh, Mase, I will miss few minutes. It's fine. Okay. Teaching is important. Le. Okay. Consent to nga trom. Le. Chon 60,000 here. 60,000 here. 3 to 2 in consent mga tro between C and H. So what will be C's new share? C's new capital? He adjusted kan nga. Oh, 60,000 here. 3 by 5 in consent mga. Oh, 36,000. Hey, a balance CD to June. Oh, this is their new balance CD. Adjusted to 60,000 into 2 by 5. 24,000. Oh, so on V's new capital to 20,000. Oh, you can add taula, you'll get total capital of the firm 80,000. Insert here, ma'am. Insert here, ma'am. This is their balance CD. This is their balance CD. Oh, actual capital ani launi oh he for C and H. Adjusted capital anya kan sim thata tro. Unshare zirin, unshare milin kan sim thani capital. Oh, le balance CD data ila to balance CD. Zang kha 36 24 le 20. 36 24 le 20. 36,000, 24,000 and 20,000. Oh, Mase, hey, an actual capital aniyam. Hey, an actual capital aniyam. Sar hela hi kashe thiam thei lo. Oh, hey, lo ta se. Tidei la. Capital adjustment question hi lo ta se. And thinking an capital balance in chutang. Hela hi in belang atro. Debit side ta. Enge money transaction om chon, enge money account om chon. Kan minus ang atro amount om chon. Le. See here entire 30,000 plus 2400 plus 2400 plus 1800 plus 3600 plus 1200. And zang 41400 ani ang atro. 41400 ani ang. Oh, John, H entire 20,000 plus 1600 plus 1600 plus 1200 plus 2400 plus 800 to 27,600. Hey, hinge an actual capital balance ani V2 20,000. An actual capital balance to run an account na poisa balance omza chu he hinya actually tro mase an account kan siam tha an capital balance kan siam tha tro an closing balance kan siam tha to balance CD he adjusted to run he explain nan kan siam tha oh le zaya an adjusted capital he 36 24 le 20 36 24 le 20 anya tro le kan analyze le lokang C's capital balance is 41,400. Tro 41,400 turanya. Actually, achon. Dikta ka chon 41,400 turanya. Mase an capital kan siam tha tro. Enzage an capital ani to. C to 36,000 ani to ni. 41,400 ta tang 36,000 na kan dan niam to. Ni a capital balance. Oh, intratiam 41,400 ta tang 36,000 na kan tin niam to ni. Enzage difference. 41,400 minus 36,000 so 5400 in an account C's capital account continuum in capital adjustment continuum ni chon khoi kan dang debit side kan dang tro debit side kan dang 5400 oh account to the kin aka explain ang cho HN taila a capital balance in jang 27,600 and yatro actually a chon 27,600 27,600 ta tong 24,000 a continuum to ni an account balance continuum to oh ja chu khoi kan dang debit side ta tro an capital balance an hiam chon debit side ta sel ania kan da tu 3600 om zia chu CH capital account na 41,400 amount balance tur 236 ania and ratio in proportion to the capital in proportion to the profit sharing ratio in kan siam khat chuan 36,000 tur ania account na poisa excess tam he kan refund de ang kan pelet de ang intretiam ma se question in cash in pero atilo hey by opening current account na tini by opening current account zia chu poisa kan la nei lo nakin akan pe me ang chu intretiam poisa kan la nei lo nakin akan pe me ang chu current account na da shi phot me ro nakina an pe meng poisa kan nei huna inset hiam em chu zong chu easy saraba ul le si ve easy en nge thin ro class hi in va nei ka ti nang ni hi kan hun lai he te hi om se o mani in luma tang lekha zir theila tunai no pang hi chumo in boi thak phone sar phone lekha kan zir theila ka offline students page free in access ka penia enroll ka ti thin ma se sar phone kan zir theilo ate games an khelte tro insta an khoi thea tro games an khelte ya insta an khoi thea ni lo deu an thea tro ma se sar lekha kan zir theilo chon lam me entertainment chon lam hi nei su if you want comfort your life will be difficult ti ani ringot ani kan hun lai he ti hi be se không ai cần nộp máu cái tạo cần nộp máu không ai cần nộp ta cần nộp thế thì em tuition ka afford thei lo ba ania edumis ka tan na chan po hinge tuition afford thei lo pon poi lo online in kan zir tira atlom theng berin fees kan danga tu pon access thei turin kan danga tuition online in kalang poi lo offline tuition kal thei lo pon kan tia student ha sar kan zir thei lo first term huwa tuition kan la chawang tinge poisa kan nei lo ni le online kalula online 800 lekin zariat lekin zakwa patin lo 875 lekin maths le accountancy bm le accountancy tuition kal thega sa phone le kha kan zir thelo ha thak lut tak kan du to kang sanin tan okay so te khan lo zero la thade win doubt in nei chuan min dm the chuan youtube ka danga he ka youtube student in ni chuan zona in ni chuan min dm ha law okay I'm very open poisa in pek le pek lawa ka boilo doubt in nei chuan hei ka number ania min whatsapp ula indu chuan min call the zonai nei chuan min lo zo tang sir he youtube mi lo da sak theng em question example yes I can do it youtube ka da me okay so I'm here to solve your accountancy problem any problem you have you can reach me out le zain ta jangan du to ka okay 10 minutes kala ne ya 8 ania world cup fan next question chu next class akan ti me question pathum katia ma se kan man to lawang acha chu 2 hours he chu inen pe chuang lo tro idom pe to chuang lo yem le next class achon 32 kan enanga zain tan chang an tu to okay so good night have a blessed sunday in khomula lekha zirula chan our target is board exam okay top 10 top 10 kan target ang top 10 kan target ang marks ni lovin conceptual learning in top 10 akan lang okay so you may leave now. Good night. See you in the next class.